Welcome to my channel. I am Anita. I've heard from a lot of you saying that you feel very overwhelmed with the pandemic and just everything that's going on, and some of you feel like you're at a breaking point. So I created this practice exactly for you so that we can ground, center in, open up and expand and find the inner strength and the hope and the belief that we will be able to get through this, one breath at a time, one step at a time. I hope that it's going to be helpful. Let us start from a standing position at the front of our mat. You can keep your feet about hip distance apart or even shoulder distance apart. Whatever position helps you to feel like you have created a solid foundation for yourself. And then maybe bend your knees a little bit, connecting into your core, feeling a little lift in the heart. Allow the shoulders to drop down. Maybe close your eyes or keep a focal point in front of you and just let the arms rest at the side of your body. And what is the one thing that is constantly coming back to you, making you feel like you feel very overwhelmed and you feel like it's very challenging to maybe get through the day? If you feel like you have 10 things on the list, see if you can choose the one that keeps coming back to you over and over again. And then you can use the next practices to focus on the others if you find that you're in need of that. So I'm going to invite you to integrate that one thing, and we're going to do a breathing practice called the breath of joy. It's basically 3 inhalations and then 1 exhalation where we drop ourselves down and we visualize ourselves releasing that one thing. So I'll show you first. You can open your eyes if they're closed. It looks like this. And we'll continue that for as long as we can. And when you're done, if you feel dizzy at any point, just come to a standing position, bend your knees, keep a focal point in front of you, and just allow your body to settle in. Okay? So it's 3 short inhalations in, and then 1 long exhalation. Just drop and release it. Okay? Here we go. A little bit longer, just keep going. But if you found like you've reached your point where you're getting dizzy and it doesn't feel good, then just release, stand in mountain pose. Okay, just a few more times. And then stand tall. Feel free to place one hand on your belly, another hand on your heart. I like to keep my eyes open after that. It's a very energizing breath. It gives us energy, it's uplifting, it gives us a little shot of oxygen. It's a very elevating type of breathing. Good. Then we're going to bring our hands behind our back, interlacing the right index finger on top of the left. Root down into the feet, drawing through the belly, lift through the heart, and pause it there. Just roll the shoulders open, feeling the heart opening, dropping the shoulders down into their sockets. And then exhale, hinge it forward, bend the knees, fold over your thighs. Good, and just shake out your head. Shake loose anything you feel you don't need to or want to take with you. Just lighten the load a bit. Good, then inhale, rise, stretch the arms away as you rise up. Sweep the arms to the side and up. And then touch your forehead and your heart as a reminder to merge the head and the heart into one connected unit. And release the arms to the side. And let's do that again. Interlace the left index finger on top of the right this time. Stretch the arms away, open it up, root down into the feet. And find a position where you can fully breathe. Make sure you can move your head, so you don't want to thrust your head back. You just want to feel that upliftment through the heart. And then exhale, hinging it forward. Right, so sometimes when we get overwhelmed, we tend to be mostly in our head, right? And the more we're in our head, it gets all jumbled up inside of there. So when we bend forward and shake out the head, we get some blood flow into our head and brain. And that can create some space and some new perspective, perhaps. And then root into the feet as you join through the navel, stretch through the arms, and then gradually come up. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up. And then exhale, touch your forehead and your heart. And rest back into Tadasana. All right, interlace the right index finger on top, roll the shoulders open, inhale, and then exhale, fold it over. Now this time, inhale to a halfway pose, or like a halfway squat. And then press the floor away from you and come all the way up. Inhale and exhale, fold it over. Then inhale, halfway up. And then exhale all the way up. Press the floor away from you. Keep going. Inhale, open. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, stand tall. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Good. Exhale, forward fold. So here we're forced to using our foundation and keeping our heart space open. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, half. And then exhale, stand tall. And release the arms to the side. Shake it loose. Shake it loose. Sweep the arms to the side and up as you inhale. Exhale, touch forehead and heart. Inhale, halfway pose. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, step the left foot back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, if that feels okay. Exhale it to downward facing dog. Shake out your head. I love how Nishala Joy Devi says from the Yoga Sutra 1-2 that yoga is the merging of the head into the heart. So this is what we do every time that we touch the forehead and the heart. We merge them together. Inhale, lift the right leg to 3-legged. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it loose. Inhale, rise to the top. And exhale, return back to mountain pose. Good. Then interlace the left index finger on top of the right. Inhale, open, pin the shoulder blades together. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, press the floor away from you, stand tall. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, press the floor away from you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, keeping the front body open as we're folding, as we're moving. reminding ourselves to stay open to the possibilities in front of us. All right, stay open to the possibilities of what might be a better solution, right? And release. Oh, just shake it loose, shake it loose. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up. Exhale, forward fold, touch the forehead and the heart. Inhale, halfway pose. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, the right foot back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And in your downward facing dog, if it feels good to flutter your lips or sigh, go for it. Exhale, release what it is that you feel is weighing you down. Inhale, find yourself creating some space to continue on. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, touch forehead and heart. Return back to mountain pose. Let's continue on. We're going to bend the knees into a fierce pose, touching the earth and then rising up. Keep going, lowering down and coming back up. All right, so I also think of yoga as a practice of training ourselves to withstand pressure and challenge, right? We have what it takes. We might just have to release some limiting beliefs about ourselves, right? Get out of our head and into our body. Right, now you can continue on like this, or you can merge yourself with a wave. And we'll go roll ourselves back into an ocean salutation and come back up. Go back down, roll it, and press up. Keep going. If this doesn't feel right for you, then stay with the squat. Find that wave. Merge yourself with the wave. Yeah, and come up. We'll do it a few more, and I'll give you a variation. You can jump up if you want to. Like, make it explosive. Yeah, you're sleeping in to a new space. Boom. Or maybe you're a basketball player. Yeah, one more time. And back to mountain pose. Yeah, so good. Gets our breath going, connects us into our lungs, into our heart. Then interlace your fingers very lightly and place your hands on your heart, right in front of your heart. This is the unshakable trust mudra. Feeling the energy moving in to your heart. Allowing the heart to stay open. Drop the shoulders down. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel your core. All right, inhale, bend the knees, and then exhale, draw the right knee in. Inhale, step it back into a crescent lunge, and then exhale, open to a warrior two. Palms together in front of your heart, waving it down, stretching away, pulling in, touch forehead and heart. And here we go, dipping it down and touching the forehead and the heart. So here, press through the legs, draw in through the core. So even though maybe you feel like you're being pulled in different directions, you're working from your breath, you're working from your center and from your foundation. One more time. And extend the arms out. Breathe in fully. Take a little gaze over the back arm. Breathe out completely. Then inhale, straighten out the front leg, reverse triangle, and then exhale into triangle pose. Sliding the left arm down, reaching the right arm up. Take a gaze up to the side or down. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Good, bending the front knee, extended side angle. It always feels good to open up the side body. And this way we'll be able to take fuller, deeper inhales and more complete exhales. So good. Grounding the right palm to the floor, pivoting the right heel off, and twisting it open to the left. Okay, stay here or toe heel your feet into the center of the mat. And now we're going to move our hips back to straighten out the front leg. The left arm goes forward and then bend and open. So the arm just circles around. And now this isn't an easy position to go into. It involves a lot of hamstring, a lot of hips, outer upper hips, but see how you can try to swing and sway your hips a little bit side to side, being supported through your arm, drawing up into the core, and see how much range of motion you can create there. Good. Then perhaps step it back into a side plank. Any variation of a side plank. And then maybe perhaps a wild thing. Yeah, it's getting quite wild. Drop back, shake it loose. So good. Rewind to plank pose. Inhale. And then exhale, either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Yay, so good. Shake it loose. Shake it loose. Inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged. Exhale, either jump it or step it forward. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, forward fold. In, rise. And exhale, back in to Tadasana or mountain pose. Just take a moment. So we're working on Tapas now, which is a part of Kriya Yoga, and this has to do with persistence, of training ourselves to be persistent, even though we don't know when the end is going to be. We don't know, but just burning up whatever disbelief we have, whatever is weighing us down, whatever is making us feel like we can't continue on. Tapas. Bend it again, fierce pose. And then draw the left knee in. Step it back to crescent lunge. Opening up to a warrior two. And then again, we dip it down, stretch it forward, pull it up, and then come back into the center. So feel your legs, feel your core, feel your breath supporting you. So even though you're being stretched, you maintain your center, pull yourself back in to yourself. Feel your strong body supporting you. One more time. And extend, extending out from the heart. Inhale. And a gaze over the back arm. Exhale. Come to the center. Inhale. And full exhale. So good. Inhale. Reverse triangle. And then exhale into triangle pose. Reaching the left arm up. Gazing up, gazing to the side, or gazing down. Wherever your breath is the deepest. And bend the leg, extended side angle. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Feed yourself with prana, with life force. Draw in and exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Ground the left palm to the floor, pivot the left heel off, and twist it open to the right. Stay here or toe heel your right foot into the center of the mat. And then from here, again, we try to move our hips back to straighten out the right leg. And then we come back to the center. So circle it around. And yeah, so funny when I do this side, it feels completely different than on the other side. Almost feels like this side is not my body. Okay, just make it whatever it is, and see how much space you can create, how much integration we can create here. Connecting what is maybe not connected, connecting the disconnected. Good. From here, either stay or go into a side plank. Any variation, or perhaps a wild thing. Yeah, let's be a bit wild. It's good for the soul. Match the wildness in the outside world to the wildness in the inside world. Let's meet in plank pose, either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake it loose. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. Inhale, lifting the left leg to three-legged dog. And either jump it or step it forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, return back to mountain pose. Good, so take a moment. And we're returning back into the unshakable trust mudra, but this time left index finger on top of the right. Very lightly, and placing the hands at the heart. So the second part of the Kriya Yoga is acceptance, which is called Ishvara Pranidhana. And it has to do with accepting what is. Accepting this moment. It doesn't mean it's right. It just means that it is what it is. And if you believe in a higher power, if you believe that it is what it is for a reason, and see if you can send your energy up into the higher power. And maybe that can help you to gain some strength. And just accept what is, and then maybe that can take off the burden a bit. Good. Touch forehead and heart. Open your eyes if they were closed and slowly lower all the way down to the floor. And now we're going to roll down onto the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, and just rest here for a moment. Rest here for a moment. Just let the spine settle in. Let your shoulders settle in. Let your head settle in. And we'll keep our legs about hip distance apart, or maybe wider. Again, just like standing, if you need a wider base, give yourself a wider base. Then draw the tailbone under as you press through the feet very gradually. Lift your pelvis up. And as you create space between the upper back and the floor, wiggle your shoulder blades together and interlace your fingers. Maybe right index finger on top of the left. So we're going to do this twice and we'll change the interlacing. So just imagine yourself being a bridge. And philosophizing on bridges can be quite a spiritual practice. And bridges can connect what is disconnected. So as you practice and as you create space within your body, within your mind, notice what comes up, what might feel disconnected within you, and how can you bring that into connection? Because this is what yoga is. It's about union. And it's not about separation or division. It's about bringing together. And slowly release and roll yourself down. Touch your heart and your abdomen if that feels good, or any other way. So sometimes, I can only speak from experience, but I've noticed within myself that when I feel like I can't continue on, there's something within me that is disconnected, that maybe I'm focusing on the wrong things. So if I integrate the tapas, and I integrate the Ishvara Pranidhana, the acceptance, it's interesting how everything starts to settle, and that creates space for inquiry, which is the third part of this Kriya Yoga. And that means Svadhyaya, self-reflection. Let's do the bridge one more time. Draw the tailbone under and roll yourself up. Interlace the fingers, left index finger on top this time, and pin your shoulder blades together. So feel the feet rooting down. And where are your feet and your legs landing? And then feel your head and your upper back, right? And then you feel the arc in between, connecting two parts into one connected unit. So what does this mean to you? What does this mean to your situation? What is disconnected? And how can you bring in connection? Yoga is an inside job. And slowly roll it down. Yes, the outside world is messed up. It's not fair what is going on. But yoga doesn't focus on that. Yoga focuses on our inner world. Draw the knees into your chest and give yourself a good hug. Relax the shoulders. Good. So ground the left foot to the floor and cross the right ankle on top of your left thigh. Draw the right knee away, anchor into the hips and into your abdomen. And then from there, lift your left foot off. Maybe slide your hands around your left thigh. Now you can place the left foot on a wall. You can also place your leg on a chair. So you want to draw the left leg towards you and draw the right knee away from you. And you'll feel a very deep stretch into the hips. Try to soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Full breath in and full breath out. Good. Then release that and ground the right foot to the floor. Anchor the hips again. Draw in through your core. Draw the left knee away, and then lifting the right leg off and holding on to the leg. Make sure that your head, your neck, and your shoulders are soft. And as you draw the right leg towards you, draw the left knee away from you. This is a wonderful, wonderful hip opener. It's relaxing but intense at the same time. Good. Slowly release and lower the left foot to the floor. Good. We're going to draw the knees in close to our chest, and we're going to roll over onto the right side with the legs. So you're rolling over onto your right hip, letting your left hip stack on top of the right. Take your left thumb and draw the left hip away from your rib. And from there, lift the right shoulder blade off and open the left arm. And maybe your right hand wants to hold on to the leg, or maybe the arm wants to open out to the side. You make that choice. This is a very deep spinal twist, and you might even feel a stretch into your shoulders and into your chest. Good. Lifting the top leg and then the bottom leg. And let's reverse this on the other side. So rolling over, keeping the hips stacked. The legs don't have to be completely stacked. And then take the right thumb into the right hip crease, draw that hip away. Then lift the left shoulder blade up and open the right arm to the side, and maybe hold on to the leg with your left hand. Good. Lifting the top leg off and then the bottom leg. So good. Now stay here, and the soles of the feet can come together, knees open. Adjust yourself so that you feel comfortable. And if you need some blocks or pillows underneath your knees, give it to yourself. And just take a moment here to settle in. Just letting the back body soften. Just allowing it all to come together in whichever way it needs to or has to for you. And slowly work the legs together, and if you need to use your hands on your thighs to help you, draw the knees in, do so. Then draw the knees into your chest. Just give yourself a good hug. And cup the hands around the knees, draw the knees away as you lift your head. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Cross your legs into easy seat. And if you need to sit on a block or a blanket or a pillow, elevate your hips to find full extension in your spine. And returning back into the unshakable trust mudra. So first, let us keep the right index finger on top of the left index finger and place the hands on the heart. So when I've done research on how to interlace the fingers, I can't quite understand which fingers should be on top of which. So I did an experiment myself, and you let me know how this feels for you. But knowing that the right side is the sun side and is the giving side, when I have my right index finger on top of my left, it feels different than when I do the other way around, and we will try that. So notice how this feels for you. And this is more of an energetic feeling. I personally feel my right side being very active. And then change the interlacing to the left index finger being on top of the right. And the left side of our body is our moon side, and this is our receiving side. So for me, this left side feels very different from my right side. And in my practice, when I do this, I feel for me, it's about receiving. It might be different for you, and I think it's fine to change them depending on what it is that you need. So this is a mudra that draws the energy into the heart. It connects you into your own inner strength, confidence within yourself, and trust within yourself. We live in a time of a lot of uncertainty. We live in a time when we are not trusting in the people that are supposed to be doing and supporting us and helping us. But like I said earlier in the practice, yoga focuses on our inner world, in building the trust within ourselves, building the foundation within ourselves, building the belief within ourselves. It's an internal practice that will then help us to deal with the external challenges. Right? So the bigger the challenge is, the bigger the goal might be, the more tension and the more adversity we might experience. So what separates those who believe that they can continue on and those who don't is this internal connection to the vastness within you. You have exactly what it takes. Get into your body, practice the tapas, burn away what you know is weighing you down. Connect maybe into the acceptance and the Ishvara Pranidhana, your higher self, whatever you believe in. And connecting into your own inner wisdom. Inquiring within yourself of what might be disconnected and how you can find that connection within. Visualize the bridge. Svadhyaya. The yoga is a practice. We have to practice what it is that we need. It doesn't come by itself. And it's fine if it sucks. It's fine if it's uncomfortable and you hate it. Try to dig a little bit deeper. Connect in. And make use of the unshakable trust mudra. Let your palms come together, touch your forehead and your heart as a reminder to merge your head and your heart into a connected unit. And bow down into the highest within yourself. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below. All right? And don't give up on yourself. Keep breathing, keep believing, keep moving forward one step at a time. Create that space. And at some point, you'll be on the other side. We'll be on the other side. Much love.